Welcome to Everything Dies. Who is your dom? I'm Ronaldus.
And I'm Jake. Today we're going to be looking at Master Selection in Malifaux 3rd Edition.
But before we talk about that, what we got going on?
We've got some hobby stuff going on. So
I bought into Mythos, didn't I?
You did buy into Mythos after our last game. You liked it so much? Who'd you buy?
I bought the Path of Chronozon.
Did you look into them a little bit? Like, what led you to buy them?
Their models. Their models look sick. I'll show you guys those models once I get them together. They haven't came yet, though. Hopefully today.
Yeah, from what I've seen, rule-wise, they have a cool mechanic where they're like a cult, so they have the most numbers of the crews out right now and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. We also got a buddy at work to buy into Mythos. He's so excited.
He bought
He bought the bugs.
Yeah, the Egyptian Custos Crypta.
Which those were actually looking to be my next faction to buy, because I got to buy every faction of every game we play.
Yeah, you do.
But because those bugs look sick if you haven't seen them.
They're going to be fun to paint.
Yeah, they're just like giant scarab beetles and stuff. Very cool. Along with Mythos going on, we're also both taking part in a painting competition this month.
For a game that we like. That's also by War Cradle Studios for
Wild West Exodus.
Who are you painting?
I am painting Jacques Santiago. He's this big, deformed mutant guy for the Hex. He works with the court of Nazambu. Who are you painting?
I'm also painting for the Hex, and I'm painting a Wendigo.
Too bad we didn't have the model, because it's fucking...
I almost brought it.
Huge, man. It's absolutely
Could at least
huge.
showed a progress on it.
Have you started?
I'm started, but
I haven't even started.
I haven't even fucking finished, though. That's a big model, man.
Yeah, and we only got a week left?
Not even? Yeah, about. Tomorrow's the 20th. You got 11 days after that.
Yep, and that's taking part on
There's 31 days.
We should have looked up the Facebook. That's part of the Michigan, Ohio Wild West Exodus group on Facebook.
From Ian Campbell.
Yep. So that's going to be a fun time.
I believe, for our Michigan area.
Yeah, he put in a ton of work. He ran the tournament at the GT last year.
So wish we would have been able to have done that.
Yeah, that sucked. We annoyed people playing it the night before. We just sat there
drunk,
drinking and hooting and hollering while people were trying to practice for the tournament. I'm sure they loved that. Yeah,
I can't remember
Terry Latorco. She's on YouTube. She's got a big channel. So besides those two things, I'm also starting a Dead Zone campaign with the Mantic group around here. I'm going to be playing GCPS. They're like your normal soldier dudes, like Imperial Guard out of 40k. I'm probably going to get my shit pushed in, but...
You liking that game pretty well?
I really am, actually. Yeah, I got a game in with the wife over the weekend, just a small 100-point game. It's fun. It's fast. Things die quick. Everything dies on that board.
And when are you going to show me the game?
As soon as we get time.
Yeah, we don't have much time.
Why are you still working? That's the real issue.
I should be in quarantine.
Just sit on your ass and get paid.
I should.
Well, that lasts.
I'm that essential worker, man.
Yeah.
The select few.
The few, the pro, the brave. But on to our main topic. I almost clapped, but all that money going into the clap jar back in the day taught me not to. So, Malifaux 3rd Edition, if you're not familiar, when you go to a tournament, you basically take a whole faction, and you can play multiple masters from each faction. Now, that's advanced shit. That's for if you have a big collection, you know the game, you know multiple masters. But just starting out, we're going to talk about how we decided what masters to play. So, Ronaldus, what factions did you decide to focus on?
I focused on Arcanist and the Bayou. I started off with Arcanist, and I did Rasputunia for the December keyword. I own all the December keyword for her now, so that's my most completed faction as this time. With Bayou, I chose Ma Tucket. Yeah, big old wooden spoon. I'll slap you around and throw some snakes in your fucking face. But I chose her, and I got about half of her collected so far because, shit's out of stock and can't get models made over in China.
Yeah, so
it seems like, anyways.
And you're buying into two factions because you're teaching your significant other how to play, right?
She's played one game so far, and she's liked it quite a bit.
Yep.
Gotta get Shayla into gaming.
Yeah. So I'm focusing on Outcast. Before M3E started up, when I was looking at it, I said, I'm going to pick a faction and try to master it. And I went Outcast because they have such a wide variety. They have undead in Jackdaw. I like undead.
Right.
They have monsters in Leviticus. I like monsters. They have like gross plague rats with Hamlin. Yeah. They have this wide spectrum of models to draw from, which drove me to...
I guess I should have talked about kind of why I liked it. For Rasputia, the whole ice pillar thing, creating ice pillars height 4. I mean, they are destructible, but they are impassable. You can do a lot of different triggers with those ice pillars with a few different models. Just some of the damage output that can happen with close combat, and there's a little bit of range happening that is pretty decent as well. I liked Ma Tucket because I really liked goblins and stuff and other, like Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, and other games. I just really like the little gremlin goblin type idea. And the fact that they just look funny. I mean, I love the rooster riders. I call them cock riders, and I'm probably going to paint those roosters pretty flamboyant when I paint my army. They're probably going to be a bunch of gremlin fairies riding around is how I'm going to do my army, I think.
Not sure you're allowed to say that, but...
I think I'm allowed to say whatever. Okay. We got freedom of speech, right?
Not for long.
But with Ma Tucket, like, those rooster riders are pretty fast going. They can put some damage output. I mean, they got 14-inch long rifles for their shots. So do the bushwhackers. I like the bushwhackers because with deployment, you don't deployment
from the shadows.
From the shadows.
So you get some early board positioning. They can start out anywhere on the board outside of 6 inches from the enemy's deployment zone.
And that 14-inch range on their guns can be pretty gnarly, and they actually do some decent damage output. And then the pigs, there's funny pigs with the Bayou. I do have the Lucky Emissary that I haven't put together yet, but just a giant wheel with a pig in it and trying to chase a gremlin, and you're pretty much wanting to run people over with that model.
That is one of the top things about Malifaux, especially 3rd edition. The fluff and the theme of the models.
Oh god, it's so funny.
It carries into the game, dude. It really does.
There's so much lore between their factions, man.
Even our game today, we won't get super into it, but I played Zip, you played Raspy, and I'm just
nuts.
I'm flying all over, annoying. He literally said like it's just annoying, and it's like
dropping pianos and stuff, and
not letting you do actions because I'm just talking your ear off.
Yeah,
like they pulled the fluff into the game really well. It's interesting. And Raspy just kind of cold, silent, just try to move forward, do her thing,
dropping ice pillars.
Yeah, so it's really interesting.
Quite a few times
how they
I got my the scroll to drop, or what they call it in the game. Is it just
your trigger? The tomes.
Tomes.
You got that extra tome trigger dropping multiple ice pillars. Well, so you have the masters you're going to focus on figured out, Rasputina and Ma Tucket. I'm still kind of
the only ones I own. I'm not like you that has like a huge collection of this game.
Yeah, so I'm going to use this video to decide who am I going to play in this in Gaining Ground. So every year, Malifaux puts out a tournament pack,
right? And
it changes shit up. And so I'm trying to figure out what 2 masters to focus on for this tournament pack. So, let's start going over the strats, or should I jump into masters quick and finish that off?
Yeah, why don't you
let's do that.
Masters?
So I played a lot of Leviticus, because I like his undead. He's got things that are made out of like robot parts and corpses all pushed together.
You got to remember a lot about Leviticus to take him down properly.
Yeah, there's a ton going on. He's doing little ping damage everywhere. He's healing. He can't die. He causes irreducible damage. He's a good master, but he's kind of, I don't know, he's not that fun to play for me. So I'm going to switch it up. And
probably a little too easy for you, eh?
Yeah. After today's game with Zip.
You had fun with that.
Dude, Zip is making my list for sure. We're going to get into the 4 strats and who we like in them, but I think Zip for sure has made my team. So now a second master. I could stick with Leviticus. I know him. He kills well. But man, there's something about Hamlin. Now you know me. I always got to be a diva and play the weakest fucking faction.
And just wreck with them?
To show... Try to
show what strategies can be done to actually wreck face.
Because if you play like the top tier meta team and then you win, it's like, well, no shit.
Yeah.
Good for you, fun. Buddy. So I always like trying to win with the shit stuff. So I think I might go Hamlin, man. Just this wave of disease, especially in 2020, Corona going on, like it's amazing. COVID. So I think that might be my decision. So let's talk about Hamlin and Zip and these 4 strats in the game.
And then I'll talk about Raspy and Ma Tucket a little bit with it,
and who we would like most. So starting with number 1, the game we played today, Corrupted Ley Lines. So Corrupted Ley Lines, not to go super in depth.
I got going on.
Dude, yeah, so there's 5 points on the map. You need to carry this item.
Lodestone.
A lodestone.
Picking a model to carry it once our deployment's done.
And you want to go to each different marker at the end of the round. If you're touching it, you get a point. Yep. So there's 5 markers. You can score a total of 4 points off it. So to me,
you'd want slow models to do this, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what I chose.
You want fast as fuck.
Oh,
models.
you want to get around the board because you're not just killing shit to gain points. No, you're not. You're barely going to gain points if you choose that.
If you have slow models, but they have place abilities like leap and stuff to make them faster.
It makes it fucked up because I can't do it.
Doesn't help in ley lines.
I thought I was going to be saved with my Blessed of December with that leap, but no.
Yeah, you cannot place
So
models.
what was your fastest model with your Zip crew?
Well, Zip is 8, but I put it on a lowly little iron skeeter. Who moves 7?
Yeah, but what else can he fucking do?
Was
it just the 7?
Well,
I thought you were able to. Maybe not.
They have fly with me, so they have extra places, but that wouldn't work for the one with the lodestone.
No, it wouldn't.
But 7 enough. We were playing corner deployment.
Made it easier.
The 7-inch move, he can just move each turn.
Between.
He can get to a new marker. So I'm able to just score points as long as he doesn't fuck with me.
Yep.
I'm able to just get around and score points off my main strat. So Zip for me, by and far, I'm taking him into Corrupted Ley Lines. Who do you think
you put the mosquitoes? I would do obviously Matuka with this because Rasputunia didn't help me very well. They put it on a silent one, had movement of 5.
Now
Matuka though, those cock riders, movement of 7. If I want reckless, take a damage, give me another AP, I can move up to 21 inches.
21 inches. So kind of the same thing, just able to get
Zip
to whatever,
around the board.
Whatever marker you need to.
They got 14-inch range weapons. I mean, they have at least can cover themselves a little bit from people at range.
Oh, absolutely. Zip has range too, not quite nearly as long. I think his longest ranges are 8, but still, that speed...
Yeah, you
just
pretty
annoying
much
as hell.
You want a master that can bring some speed to get those lodestones. That lodestone, not stones. Just that lodestone to each marker.
Another one that would actually be good with this, I considered, was the Victorias, the mercenary keyword, because they just get all these extra pushes at the start of the start phase, at the start of their activation.
So you just kind of push yourself, manipulate where you're going to go a little bit.
And then this trick, I thought, there's this model called a Ronin. She can move 15 inches, get across the board, score it, and then she can commit seppuku, kill herself. The stone is going to teleport all the way back to your crew, and you can strategically place somebody to grab it to score the next one, and you gain like soul stones off her killing herself. So
that would be nuts.
Yeah, that'd be
suicide run.
Yep, just a suicide run. Oh, you're surrounding me to stop me.
Play that out with some role play, baby.
Dude, Malifaux does have a role playing game. We gotta check it out.
We are role playing.
Right.
In bed.
So we got that figured out. Harness the ley lines. You like Matuka. I like Zip. Next up, Symbols of Authority. This one, you place markers, 4 markers on the enemy's table half. They can be right up to the deployment. So basically, you're pushing them far across the board.
You don't want people to get to it.
Yes.
So again, you want slow people?
No, you want fast as hell.
Fast again.
But then you also want to be able to defend your markers.
Right.
Which speed can play into that, because if you're engaged, you cannot interact to pick up that marker.
True.
So once again, I think just ball to the wall speed for symbols.
So
Zip.
Matucket.
The Rooster Riders, the From the Shadows to get up there early and be fucking with them, putting pressure on my markers.
Well, yeah, then I got Bushwhackers that could also be putting pressure on your stuff, like you were stating, but also blocking and possibly defending my stuff.
Yeah, put them in strategic positions.
Well,
and all the pit traps.
How we have that map laid out, right? And I love the pit traps. That's another thing I forgot.
Position
Bushwhackers and Matucket bring pit traps in at the beginning and can also do it as a free action during their turn. So that is very nice.
Yeah.
And if people don't know what pit traps do, it's hazardous, right? Hazardous terrain.
Hazardous, damage one, injured one.
Yep.
And severe, so it slows you down.
Destructible, so get into close combat, or was it 1 inch away?
1 inch away, spend an action. I think that's the thing with you playing Raspy today and me playing Zip. You're dropping ice pillars, I'm dropping pianos. It can get overwhelming. Like our board was nuts. Fucked. But if you just remember, listen, I can just spend an action and get rid of some of this stuff. So you take a model who can't really do much or he's not in position and just have him go start clearing out markers to make way for your other people. Because otherwise, when you're just looking at all that shit, you're like, I can't move. I'm surrounded. I'm fucked. But yeah, so Symbols is also just kind of basic. You want a fast model.
Man, I played horrible.
in our game today.
Yeah, I forgot one main thing Raspy does as a free action when you were already by fucking ice pillars, dude. I can explode them and make you take 2 damage.
And you just remembered it now?
Yeah. I'm horrible.
Might have helped you. So,
Yeah.
Shifting gears, grabbing cocks away from these 2 fast mobility strats, we jump to public enemies. Public enemies is simple. If you kill somebody, you get a bounty token depending on how much they cost. And then you cash in bounty tokens at the end of the round.
And you don't need 2 of them.
So it would start off, you need 2 to score the first point, and then 3...
Does it say 2? It just says...
Equal to the VP gained plus 2. So when you have 0 plus 2...
Yeah.
So 2, 3, 4, 5 is what you need to get. So in this strat, you want to kill.
Kill.
But you also want to be defensive.
Miniatures. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to be defensive and kill. I mean...
So who do you think are public enemies?
I mean, public enemies, probably if I really want to get killy with some higher damage, I do like Rasputinio. I mean, I like Snowstorm, Ice Golem, Blessed of December. All some good models that can get positioned well enough and just put some nasty damage out.
Do nasty damage, and they have some defensive stuff, right? They have armor. They can heal off ice pillars.
Too. Yep, you can use ice pillars to heal as a free action.
Who is your model that can also heal from range?
That'd be the silent one.
Silent one, so you bring That's 1 or 2 of them.
Yep, and then Rasputia, if she has ice pillar within 2 inches, she can get rid of that to negate all damage for that attack. Takes it down to 0.
Yep.
Pretty nasty.
So
but what I also want to say, I mean, Montucket could also be good enough for this too. I mean, with
you think
damage.
Equally?
I
Putting
think
all those shots at range while staying far away to keep yourself safe?
Possibly. I haven't collected all the models I wanted to, so I haven't been really able to mess with the list. I want the full list, how I want to play them. But I feel like, yeah, almost. I mean, those rifles do some sick damage.
And if you're playing on a table with elevation,
oh yeah,
you start those bushwhackers out on a tower. Oh, dude,
hard to get hit on.
You can't get up to them. Down. They're just shooting damage. Your first activation in our game where we played with the tower, you just one-hit one of my dudes right off the bat, right? I think you landed a 2-shot at him. You landed a severe in there. Or was it 2 severes, I think? You did 10 damage. Boom, just blasted one of my main guys. That's what it was. Gnarly. Yeah, it was one of my main dudes you just killed in one activation. Turn 1.
Pitting!
So, but if it came down to it, you're in a tournament, you're fighting for your life, what master are you going to take?
I'd still stick with Rasputin, probably. Yeah. There's a lot of healing that I can possibly get out there on top of protection. I mean, those Ice Gammon, if I'm running those, can shield +1 on people. So, yeah.
Here's my issue. If I'm going to stick to my word and play Hamlin this season...
You're going to choose Hamlin?
So, yeah, if he's my pick for public enemies, here's the issue. He can kill. He really can kill. But, boy, does his stuff die easy. So you're thinking that's not good for public enemies. But the majority of his shit is insignificant. I just flood your face with insignificant models. They don't count towards strategies.
Yeah, because you're not getting bounties off those.
Yep. I played a guy up in Cadillac, and he played Pandora and just dropped blasts everywhere and killed 6, 7, 8 models. And he's like, okay, how much VP do I get? Oh.
None.
All that shit was insignificant. It was rats. It was orphans. None of that got me any points. So
you can, if you're spawning those rats out, man.
Yes, so that's the thing. You got to get that engine going. Yeah. So I think that's the key with Hamlin is I'm just going to flood you with so much insignificant little shit. You're wasting time on that. So then my big boys get up there and I start killing you. That would be my strategy winning public enemies.
And it's hard to decide. I mean, even if you're leaving those rats, I mean, if they're going to come swarm you, I mean, I feel like they're going to
if you want to leave those rats, I can fuck with you so bad. I can just blow them up to cause damage.
Are you going to go after those main guys that you know you need to get those points? Or you got these minions that are around you that are just going to fuck you up even more in certain ways?
Yep.
So you're going to have to balance it out a little bit.
The bad thing is, though, he's very much a slow grow master.
Yeah, but I feel like you're pretty good at running those masters with your playstyle.
Yeah, in a tournament, though, you're really only getting to about turn 3.
Yeah.
So has he built enough power by turn 3 to start doing what he needs to do? I guess we'll find out.
Experiment with that, man.
Yeah, once tournaments start rolling again, got to find out. If I wasn't taking Hamlin, easy pick would just be Leviticus. Leviticus just fucking looks at you and kills you. I mean, Leviticus, and then his stuff is so hard to kill. And a lot of stuff, if you do kill it, it replaces, so you don't get the points for killing it.
Exactly.
So if I was in a $1 million tournament, I'd probably play Leviticus. But this season, I'm going to focus on Hamlin. I feel like a lot of people would. He's just point and click almost, dude. Right? He's easy.
Auto aim.
Yeah. Our last strategy, kill some time while I pull it up here.
Kill some time? Twist my nipples? No one wants to see that. Recover evidence.
Recover evidence. So in this one, you are going to blah, 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 choose up to so many models, and you're going to put tokens on them. And it is 5. You're going to put 5 intel tokens on enemy models. When you kill them, they drop the token, you interact with it, you get a point.
Right.
So this one is similar.
Still killing.
You want to kill, but much more selective. It can't just be anybody. And I'll know at the start of the game, oh, you put a token on this guy, I'm going to run him to a corner if he's not that important. So that's the thing. If you're putting, oh, this guy's weak, he's easy to kill, I'm going to put a token on him.
I really want to just put all those tokens on those weaklings.
Yeah, because then I can just, oh, they're my weak chaff. I'm just going to run them away from you the whole time. You're going to waste so many actions to get to them. And then once you do kill something, it drops a marker. You have to interact with it. So if you're engaged, if I'm running in a group, if I'm running in a ball, a murder ball, you kill something, you can't interact with it because you're engaged.
Still engaged.
So there's a lot. This one is different because there's a rule called "Don't Mind Me," which lets you interact while engaged. Yep. Hamlin's rat catchers have that.
That's a charge. I can do while engaged. Never mind.
So yeah, so with Hamlin in this one, recover evidence. If I get up to you, if I get those kills going, I can then have my rat catchers popping out. Don't mind me. I'm going to pick this up and score points. That's going to be my main focus with Hamlin trying to score recover evidence. And once again, though, I'm just throwing the cheap shit in your face. I'm summoning rats. I'm throwing winged plague. I'm diseasing you, which lets me do my bleeding disease, and I'm ripping off 4 or 5 damage at a time off of you. And little technical difficulties.
So yeah, I can actually do that. Don't mind me as well with Trixie Belle if I'm running her in my Mawtucket crew.
Is that the only one in Mawtucket was Trixie?
I believe so.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. Now, so once again, a secondary master for me in recover evidence. I'm just going to do Leviticus. I'm going to be able to get to you. Ashes and Dust is so fast.
Yeah, that's...
all the range.
Fast and range attacks and just the powers there.
Yeah, I'm just going to kill you. And then, I can't interact with that marker because you're engaging me. I'm going to kill who's engaging me, and then I'll interact with it. Like, it's insane. And then the same thing. You kill Ashes and Dust. You put a token on him. Well, now I replace into the Ashen Core or Dust Storm. And then you got to kill that thing to finally get the marker dropped.
Right.
It's nuts. So who are you thinking for recover evidence?
I mean, like, it's hard for me, right? I've played so many masters. I feel like I could go with both again. Like, the damage output with Mawtucket is still there. Like, there's still a lot of range, and it's ranged. So that's good. Fastness is there, too, with those the Rooster Riders. So it's kind of hard. I mean...
So if somebody does try to run a model away, you can hunt them down and catch them.
Yeah, and I mean, tagging them. I mean, even they're running away, I got 14-inch range. So I feel like Mawtucket would almost be mine for this one, even though Rasputin can do pretty good killing. The models I stated earlier are mostly close range combat with like more higher damage output. Snowstorm does have that ice tornado, so possibly go off and get some pushes.
But Raspi had a lot of pushes available to her.
Yeah. It's a hard choice. I feel like both of them could equally do decent at this.
So maybe for you it would matter what faction you're going to expand more into.
Yeah.
So have you put thought into that yet? Do you see yourself personally not having both factions to play at home, but you at a tournament? Are you lining more towards Arcanist or more towards Bayou right now?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Because there were 2 boxes I wanted to start getting. So the next master I kind of want to get into right now for Bayou, which comes out in June, hopefully, is the Wong core box. I wanted to get him with some flying piglets, and there was another box that I really wanted, but I also needed the Bayou Engineering, which has been on the stock. That's for Montucket. And I wanted the Brain. He doesn't have his own box quite yet for 3rd edition, I don't think. I know you can get this 2nd edition, but then also wanted the Survivors, I believe.
I believe Bayou Engineering, the Survivors and Sparks, also work with Wong.
Yeah.
So that would give you quite a bit of mixing and matching between masters.
No, I can't remember off the top of my head what the next master I wanted for Arcanist. It was more like the sand, like it reminded me of Aladdin.
Oh yeah. Oh man, now I can't think of his name either.
I can't think of their names right now because it's been out of stock, so I just was irritated about it. Oh. But yeah, I really wanted to start. Oh, what was that box's name?
Shit. Sandeep.
Yep.
Yeah, he's summoning elementals.
Yeah, genies. I wanted to get the elementals because I already own some elementals because of the Ice Golem and Gammon.
And he's a summon master, so that'd be a different play style for you. You don't have a summon master yet.
And he looks pretty interesting. So yeah, weird. Get those in stock for me so I can order them through my local store.
Yep. Yeah,
local person.
Hour away, over an
hour. Yeah. Hey, it's a fun drive.
It is.
It is crazy getting up those. Well, it gets pretty hilly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if I had the time to expand, I really want to play Jackdaw. But he's this hanged dude, and he's got hanged men with him. He's got drowned corpses.
Which would be fun to paint.
Yeah, he's got executed things. It's so cool. I just haven't... I own the entire keyword, but it's not painted at all. And those are ones I want to take a little bit more time with. So, yeah, if I had more time, I'd like to expand into Jackdaw and Terra for Outcast. She's this crazy summoner that's bringing in, like, outside of reality creatures, and we're burying you and unburying, doing all this stuff. So those are the two that maybe next season I'll look into playing, depending on what the strats and schemes are.
I always wanted to get into Resurrectionist as well.
Oh, dude, yeah, Resers are...
I love their models.
They're just sick. You gotta love Seamus.
So that's probably gonna be my 3rd one I start getting into, but I kind of want to complete out the first 2 as much as I want before moving on. And there are still stuff, like I said, I wanted for Bayou and Arcanist.
Let's get a little controversial. Is there any faction you've looked at that you're just like, nah, not interested at all? Because, well, you think, for me, 10 Thunders, man.
10 Thunders aren't really my style at all.
Yeah. I like Jacob Lynch. He's cool.
The models for Neverborn, but being that we already have 2 people in our community playing them, I kind of just going to stay shy of that. I kind of want to play stuff that people really haven't gotten into yet. Yeah. To kind of keep it diverse so we can play against so many different masters.
Yep, and start to learn it.
Yeah.
Because we really do, if you're watching this video and don't know us, because we're going to share this to a few new pages, we're based in the middle of Michigan. Yep. There's not huge wargaming scenes around here.
Fuck no.
But Malifaux 3rd Edition...
Wherever 40K, we'll paint and shit, but we won't even play the game.
Yeah, so we're...
Not us. I mean, I'm saying that's the community around us.
Yeah, he's mocking everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so where we live...
Get into some different miniature games, man. Yeah. A lot of these don't even cost that much to get into, and yet you're spending all that money to Warhammer 40K, and yet there's, like, nobody playing.
You dropped, what, $300 on a 40K army? And weren't even close to having a full army? Is that about right?
No, $300 did get me a full army.
Oh, got you full. But that's secondhand prices. That's off the internet and stuff.
But you got
$300 into Malifaux would get you
3 times. No, twice. I did it twice.
Yeah.
Because the goblins you gave me.
Shit, I spent $300 on shit and don't even have 2,000 points. I don't know, but I was buying it from the stores. Yeah.
I was already buying pre-built armies.
Yeah. And Malifaux 3rd Edition is going to have a good tournament once everything gets rolling in our area.
Yeah, I hope so.
We have us in Midland, Mount Pleasant.
State Open.
We've got Cadillac. We've got Grand Rapids doing tournaments once things happen up again. So, yeah, we need to get working these masters.
Yeah, we need to get
learning these strats and schemes.
But we also want to play other games.
We're also doing this YouTube thing, playing a different game every fucking week.
Yeah.
Gets pretty tough.
What are we going to play next week?
Well, you called me out on Dead Zone. You want to give that a try? Or maybe Wild West Exodus? Carnivale. I'm getting some terrain built.
Let's do Carnivale.
Carnivale next week.
We're doing a fresh take on Carnivale.
Might even be able to do a battle report. We should have 2 cameras.
I'm down. I'll start reading the rules.
Although we'd want to be fully painted battle reports too. No battle report yet for Carnivale.
Yeah, I mean,
no. We want it to look good.
That. Still got to work on the Wendigo for that painting competition.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that one more time. If you're into Wild West Exodus, go over and start getting a support model painted by May 31st.
Make sure you have a picture of it primed. You took one, right? Before you put paint on him? I have the one I sent to you. So,
I didn't read the rules.
Because you have to, you have to have a picture of him primed and then a picture of him finished. But I sent the one to you, so you'll be good
there.
there.
I guess I won't be good there.
No, yeah.
Oh, you sent me that picture. Yes, you did. Oh, thank God. Oh, shit.
I thought about that a few days ago.
I didn't even remember. Yeah, okay, so we're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in painting Wild West Exodus,
have a picture primed, and then the finished product.
Yeah, that's on the Michigan, Ohio Wild West Exodus group. Other than that, let us know if you're into M3E, what masters you play, why.
Yeah. If you like the video, give us a like, comment, give us some more suggestions on games, maybe.
Or topics. Right. We're open to whatever.
Open to whatever.
Yeah. So, cool. You got anything else to talk about?
Nope. I think we can finish this video pretty strong.
Let's hit this blunt and call it a day.
Yeah. Everyone have a great night.
Later.